What up, though? It's the word. You see the title. We're going to talk about it. But do me a favor, hit that like. If you're new, hit that subscribe. It's free to you, but it mean a lot to me. What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? Selena, Kalani, what up, though? JC family. Say what, say what, say what. Hey, what up, James? Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hey, man, I was sitting back thinking, right? And I was just looking at the content. Oh, happy anniversary to my wife too. Today our anniversary, so I won't be on later on tonight. Tonight, tomorrow, tonight, tomorrow. I won't be on. I'll be kicking it with the wife all day. I almost didn't get on today, but she said I can get on. She said I can come play with my friends, so I jumped on. But I wanted to say what up to the OG. What up, sis? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, happy anniversary to you too. My sister and my brother-in-law anniversary was a couple days before mine. So she been married longer. Yep, somebody was willing to tolerate her before they was willing to tolerate me. So yeah, but happy anniversary, baby. But yeah, I wanted to I was just sitting back thinking, looking at different people like content and stuff and just looking in the world. And I don't think we don't pay homage to our elders enough. Um, I don't think we pay homage to the elders enough. So I just wanted to make a live about it. Just paying homage to the elders because they should be recognized. Not only should they be recognized, like I said, we should regain that old school understanding of allowing the elders to guide us. Because we need that. Kalani, what up, brother? Appreciate you.
Hey, salute, man.
Cali
Thank you for
King.
having me. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it, man. I love the build on this conversation, and I'm just gonna rock with you, man. Hopefully the word, excuse me, hopefully Nate the Great will come up here and all of our people. Hey, salute to Cali Kings in the building. What's up? We
Cali
clinched.
King,
We
Cali
did that. We
King.
did that, Cali. We did that. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Sacramento.
We did that. They didn't think we
Mhm.
could do it. We broke a 16-year drought. Me and Cali King up in this building one time. Salute to Cali Kings.
Anybody who wanna come up here, and this is we just paying homage to the elders. I do want to recognize a couple people. Miss April Shower. I want to recognize Miss Tracy, and if I don't recognize you, that's probably because I don't know your age.
I'm
Um,
definitely here to support for Big Papa Will. That's why I'm here on the panel along with what you may speak about Miss Diva. Salute to her.
Mama in the house.
Yeah, man. Salute to her, JC family. Just what you're talking about right now is good. Shout out to the elders who paid homage to the OGs. I'm an OG. Word is an OG, but we wasn't. Even though we'll get a lot of supporters and subscribers, it didn't come just by our hand.
Right.
And I hope that you talk about that tonight because I'm up here with you, man. Because I got a lot of love for Pops. You got a lot of love for Miss Diva. I got a lot of love for my mom and dad as well. Just the people that paved the way for us to be here because we come from a generation of rotary phones, no internet, writing letters and writing in cursive. That's unheard of now.
Right. They even took is writing even a class anymore.
Right?
you
Exactly.
know,
Exactly. Exactly.
that used to be a class. Um, but yeah, definitely. I was definitely about to shout out Pops. That's one of when I was thinking of this show, I was thinking of the elders just in our circle, and I
Thank you.
thought of Pops and Miss Shower. Of course, I'm gonna shout out Pops, and I don't know. I'm putting them in there because I call him Sensei. Because to me, he one of my elders. That's how I look at him. Even though he might not be older, but cat daddy, man, because of his wisdom and his influence. the way he carry himself too. I put Cat Daddy in there as an elder.
Oh, Cat Daddy. I call Cat Daddy the Yoda of our group. Between myself, you, and Nate, I consider Cat Daddy like Yoda. He's gonna, let's go get Yoda, and then he's gonna come
Mhm.
through. He's gonna say something right quick to set the tone for the whole show. That's my guy. He's a poet, in my opinion. That's got what's called haiku. He's got a lot of
Mhm.
haiku poetry, and you know, one thing I can say about uh, my man Cat Daddy, he can say something word, he can say something so quickly. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
fast and not a lot of words, but all the words have meaning. You met people like that, my friend? Have you ever met folks like that?
Yeah, and that's why I appreciate Cat Daddy. That's where I'm gearing my. See, he don't see. I try to I try to talk to relate to everyone. I'm getting, and that's why I say looking at Cat Daddy is like looking at myself in the future. That's how I look at him. It literally, like that's how I see me. The way Cat Daddy carry himself, the way he talk, the information, the way he presented. That's how I see myself. Um, so yeah, Cat Daddy. That definitely. That's why I say elder. But yeah, he remind me of one of my mentors. That's why I think I'm that passed away. He's not here no
Shout
more.
out to Nate the Great. Even though
Nate,
even though he's like a mentor as well, you know what I'm saying, as far as you and I are concerned. I mean, I met you through Nate the Great, and we've been able to travel these YouTube streets together. And what I like about us three is that even if there's just 2 or 3 people in the chat to where we go, we show support. I like that,
right?
bro.
Yeah. And my bad today. I was wrestling with some. I had so much stuff on my mind, some personal stuff, and then some stuff off of here that happened y'all don't know about, and then uh, my kids. I was just running around crazy,
Life,
focusing on them to not
life,
focus on everything else.
life.
So I wasn't really in that many chats, but I was sharing it out. Even when I was in the bushes, I was sharing it out. So
Hey, life. I
yeah,
want to I want to ask you a question about and this is in line with shouting out to the elders, but it's a teachable moment too. When I put our collective, myself, you, Pop, Nate, JC family, um, do you guys show up? Do you guys know when I'm going live, or do you see it like real late?
I usually like when it pop up my notifications. I only get. I was asking somebody that they say you only get 3 a day. I thought they was talking about when I'm sending them out, but for some reason I'm not getting notifications. The only time I usually see people live is when I scroll up YouTube.
In the
I
chat,
get
please help out in the chat. I mean, it's like, hey, salute to you, Nate the Great, man. Salute to you, man. One love to you, bro. Like salute to you and the word, because we doing this thing. Shout out to Lovey.
love you start beating, but yeah, I don't see the I'm not trying not to cough. I had coffee down the wrong pipe, but um yeah, I don't usually see it until I scroll up YouTube.
But I'm just like, I think I asked Nate earlier, like, do y'all see when I go live an hour or
I
two before my show, and then I tag you and Nate and Lovey and JC family and all of that stuff. So, hey, what's up, Rich? And I do all of
Rich,
that. I'm
Rich.
just wondering, do you guys see it when I
They
go
say like
live?
they say I only see the tags when I go into the YouTube studio notification, but like I'm saying, it don't like the notification. I don't know if it's a setting or something I gotta go look at. But
Okay,
like if I look at my phone now, like I got notification bells on for probably over 100 channels. As
okay.
I'm looking at my phone now, I
What's up,
just
Cat
see
Daddy?
somebody put in my YouTube studio, oh Selena watching the playback. That's the only thing on my, the screen on your phone. That's the only thing it's showing, and then it say CJ somebody creator
Okay.
recommended. So it's not even saying like um, I'm not even saying notification. And then even when I go on YouTube, it's like you get the standard list, but when
Mhm.
I hit subscription, that's when I
Right,
start
right.
saying,
That's what that
yeah,
I
I
do the
gotta
same
go.
thing.
Yeah,
I
I
hope
gotta
that we
go and
can
hit
do shows.
subscription.
I hope that as we grow, all of our collective, I hope that as we grow, we can have shows on, content creators not getting discouraged when they, you know what I'm saying? Because we're learning, we're stumbling and bumbling, which is what Pop calls it. Respect to the elders. Pop calls it stumbling and bumbling until we figure out the system and how it really works to connect myself, uh, Nate the Great, you the Word, Lovey, JC family, all these different people, Cali King, Tay Eats. Once we figure out how to connect everything, that's on the menu,
Tay,
baby.
I already told bro. All thing you do is go. You can do it through the Discord. If you do it through the Discord, not only would you get the new YouTube notification, but you'll get a Discord notification too.
Hey, right
That's
on.
what I was saying. Use the
Thank you.
Discord.
Thank you. Thank you. Because
Did
we
you
are
did
in the
you
family. If you're not in the family,
Marlene? What up?
my,
But
my
that's what I'm saying. If you didn't, yeah, if you ain't, just join the Discord, and then I set it up this weekend, where when we go live, we get a notification not only through YouTube but through the Discord. I set that up this weekend.
yeah, come through the fam, man. What's up, Marlene? I see you. What's up, Rich?
Yeah, that way. I mean that, and then that's just another way we communicate. If you're about to go live, you can just put a message in there. Hey, about to go live. You know what I'm saying? It's just easier.
Yes,
If
sir.
you
Hey, can
really
I
want
ask the
to,
mods? Can I ask the mods to just drop the links of all their channels? Please, if you guys are a content creator, please
hey,
drop the links
Marlene.
in our chats. Like, drop the links. Drop links.
Yeah, everybody got stick. Everybody, y'all drop your link. But yeah, even if I missed you, I apologize. Like I said, usually, uh, especially when it comes to the elders, like I don't know everybody age. But the reason I wanted to recognize the elders too is this: not only the knowledge that they bring in, far as their studies or their work experience, but their overall life experience. I think that's overlooked a lot because a lot of us, I'm not gonna say a lot of, just people in general. People sometimes feel like the times has changed and the things they know are obsolete, but it's not because people
No, it's
don't
not.
change.
It's not.
People don't change. People, so many. Um, if we really, and I'm not, just because you have age, that don't make you an elder. Because there's some older people out here acting younger than me, so I wouldn't consider them an elder. No disrespect to nobody. It's just the elder to me is someone who I look to for understanding, wisdom, knowledge, um, and guidance. Someone who I personally look to. So if we even did a top 10 or a list of elders, we'd probably have different people on it. So, no disrespect to nobody. That's why I say anybody's welcome to hit the link and shout out they elders, but I do want to give a
I'm going to
special
shout out
shout
my
out.
dad
There
right
you
quick.
go.
I want to shout out
Yeah,
my
definitely.
dad because he's amazing. Good man. Taught me everything I know about business and people. What's up, Rich?
Rich, Tay, I don't know if I called y'all, but I see y'all. Marlene, what up, though?
What's up,
Um,
Marlene?
But yeah, definitely. And I shout out my pops and my moms, both of my parents. They had me when they was young. So them just, even going through with it, me being
Mm-hmm.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, in the 80s, so that was looked down upon, especially coming from a small town. It wasn't like, he's in the city and coming from a small town that was frowned upon. But, they went through it. They went, got their education, got themselves together, and got
And you
ready to
know what?
raise me.
And you know what, man? Hey, you know what's the trip when you see the elders, uh, I know for me, man, when I hear Pop say, "Hey, Kailani Management, I'm proud of you, man," you know,
Yeah.
that feels so good to me when my mom and my dad say, "You know what, you've been through a lot, son, and we're proud of you." When I see my brothers, and they be like, "Man, we're proud of you," or my children, and they're like, "Man, Dad, you know what I'm saying? We've been through a lot, but I'm proud of you, Dad." That hey, come on, man. Respect the elders and respect the people that love you because of the elders. Salute, realist.
Realist, what up, brother? That's my ninja.
That's my
That's
guy.
my ninja. Hey, you know what? I want to give another special shout out too, because I know he up there in age, and this is somebody who rock with us, and they might not come with the information, but listen to him talk about life in general. Um, if you sit back and listen to him, listen to his little sayings and everything. Shout out James, man. James is one of my OGs. James is the elder to me. Appreciate you, James.
Shout out James, man. Let's get him to 100 plus.
Shout out James. James, he a real OG. He be kicking it. Not only do he help us, but he really got our back. Like
Shout
James
out to Les
loyalty.
too. Shout out to Les wherever you are in the ether. I see you,
Yeah,
Les.
shout out
What's up,
Les.
BMK?
BMK, what's up? What's up? Yeah, but it's important because, like I said, all elders might not come with the book knowledge, the history, but the experience. That's the
For
priceless
sure.
part.
For sure.
You
I
know, they,
like James because of his patience.
yeah,
James got a lot of patience with like people like trolls and things like that. Like I ain't got none, but James do, and he be cool. What's up, Lovey? What's up, Lovey?
Lovey Star beating
What's
in the
up, Lovey?
house,
Don't forget about the Bay.
Bay Area,
Bay
but
Area, yada I mean.
definitely, and I got to kick it with James a couple times. Sometimes he had a shirt on, sometimes he had a shirt off, but um, just kicking it with him, and the dialogue we had, I could tell James got a lot of experience. I mean,
He
y'all don't
does.
see him on video a lot,
He
but
does. He
I enjoy
does.
our conversations.
He
I
does. I
really
want
do
him to
enjoy it.
start a channel.
But yeah, shout out James. But like I said, the people who come with the life experience too, that's the important. I think that's priceless because they say, when an older person dies, right? They say that's like a library burning up. You lose all that history, that experience that they had, just their perception and insight, the way they download and perceive the information. Like talking
Can you see me, bro?
Miss Opinionated.
Can you see
What
me?
up, though?
Can you see me?
I can see your avatar. It
Hey,
changed.
hey, salute to
Uh,
Lovey. Salute to Lovey. You know what I'm
Let me
saying?
start beating.
Salute to Lovey, start beating. You know what I'm saying? Hey, check this out. I wear this every day. I would like to encourage everybody to get their hoodies from me. Get your hoodies from me. I got Oakland Raiders, I got NBA, I got your business, your logo, whatever you got. You know what I'm saying? But if you want some customized jewelry, whatnot, check out Lovey Star Beading. This is my throughout the whole year of 2023. I want everybody to know about Lovey. Please sub up to Lovey and check her out, man. And y'all, hey, look, I'm going gray, y'all. I'm going gray trying to do this, y'all. So support.
He turned. You trying to get your beard to match the Raiders logo?
Hey, peep this. Peep this. I'm really new to the beard thing, but I want it all to grow in, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, man, it feels so crazy, it feels uncomfortable, but I'm still doing it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, grow your beard, grow your beard. I'm like, nah, I don't like it. I'm usually clean shaven. If you look at all my pictures and stuff like that, if you're friends with me on Facebook, Instagram, you'll see me. I'm like clean shaven, but now I'm like working on the beard. Y'all let me know as time goes on.
Yeah, grimy mode. I'm just messing with you.
No,
But
you're not. You're telling the truth.
he got the hoodie on and
Hey, that's
everything.
on the play. Hey, that's on the playlist for Lovey. Y'all sign up. My little grimy. He don't rap or nothing.
Uh, but definitely just but yeah, like even the experience, they bring. I think that's important because a lot of insight, especially over the years of different situations and events they've been through, and like you was even saying with the technology, just how they seen time evolve. Um, I think that's important, and we miss out on a lot of that. There's a lot of good elders who got great elders. I apologize. A lot of great elders. Prince Daniel, what up? But there's a lot of great elders on here with
What's up, Prince Daniel?
the the information, that we can still benefit from. We should just take the time out, listen to the stories, listen to the insight on the subjects that they have, because those are perspectives with decades of information.
You know what
Um,
word I will say? Shout out to the elders because of the patience that they have with this generation. Shout out to the elders because they came from rotary phones, black and white TVs, no internet. And we had to write letters. And man, I was talking to the queen of the whole damn thing about this earlier. Like we came from like where you had to write letters. You had to
mhm.
wait for responses. And there was no internet. And the only way we could communicate was in certain ways. But now, we can FaceTime each other real quick. We take it for granted, to be honest. We take our ability to communicate for granted. And I just hope that there's a structure that comes together to help us understand just how good we have it with technology. People that have come from broken homes, that usually have like a big divide in their family, we can do it now. Now we can do it.
Man, see, and that's one of the things I was just talking to my wife. I was FaceTiming when she was at work earlier, and I'm looking at my daughter to look at her, and I'm like, when I was growing up, FaceTime was you looking at somebody's photo and
Right.
calling them on the phone.
Right, exactly.
That was FaceTime to
Oh
me.
man, you dating yourself a little bit.
Hey, that's okay. I'd be honored to make it. Um, I'd be blessed to see 80. I hope I get there. That's all you can do is
Hey,
stay
we gonna be
focused.
like Warren Buffett and Bill Gates and stuff. Me and you, when we're 80, we're gonna be like, well, we remember what it was like when we first started on YouTube. You guys just gotta keep pushing. You guys got to
And
just love your people and keep doing what you're doing, man. That's what we're gonna be saying as elders, just like they're
yeah,
doing. Warren Buffett and Larry Ellison, and you know what I'm saying, and Bill Gates and all of those guys.
see, I'm hope, and that's another reason why I say respect to the elders is because um, they made it.
Mm-hmm.
The ones, and like I said, everyone is not an elder. It's some
Mm-hmm.
old fools. No disrespect, and it's some older people who
What's up, Lana?
they just act like Lana. What up? They just act like they act younger than me. And realist facts. Rest in peace to the elders who became ancestors.
What's up, Hustle?
Also in the building, what up? Respect to the elders who became ancestors, especially
Right
the
on.
recent ones.
Because we're
You
gonna
know,
be that. And I hope that's what you're saying. Like we're gonna be elders.
yeah,
That's why
one
you're
day,
doing this show. We're gonna be elders one day.
yeah. I mean, I'm gonna make it there, but I'm doing the show because I think they just overlook. You know, especially on YouTube. There's a lot of channels out there. Like I said, just listening to them sometimes, just telling stories of the old or the way they view things that's going on today is always intriguing to me because of the insight. You can hear the way they break it down. You can hear like decades of information within um, their analysis of a situation, and that to me is amazing because when I hear people talk, I like to question things sometimes.
Of course you
And
do. I mean, you
like,
are. Hey, hey. First of all, hey, if you're not a strong person in whatever belief you are in, uh, yeah, be mindful of your stances because you meet somebody like the Word or myself. Um, we're great in dialogue, which is why I'm glad that we're able to get together. Hey, Lana, my name is Kalani Management, the Y2K show, and that's the Word.
oh, you can't see it, my bad. I'm trying to pin the comment real quick, but
No, just click
definitely.
on the comment. There you go.
I'll pin the comment real
What's
quick,
up,
but
Dubs? What's up,
no,
Net
just click
Blog?
on the comment. There you go. I'll pin the comment. What's up, Dubs? What's up, Net Blog? Is it pinned? Yeah, I think it's pinned now. I don't know. I can't see it.
Nah, yeah,
But
you see it. Like when
it's
you hit
pinned.
the comment show, but then when you hit the comment again, it goes away, and then the names of the
Okay.
people that are on your panel are there.
Oh no, I was trying to see if I pinned the link. But what up, Dubs? Nets.
Hey, I don't want to give too much away because I don't want to give too much away both Word and Nate, but I do want to tap in on what I'm discussing on the back end with you. Like, I want to break down the science of making money and go through that and give our commentary on that. And that's going to be one of our first shows, bro. It's the science of making money, the science of getting rich, the 48 laws of power. We're going to break all that stuff down in our own way, from the obviously the analytical perspective and the spiritual perspective that I have, what I'm saying, along with the analytics. But I think it's going to be something good for our supporters, our subscribers, and followers. I think we're
Yeah,
doing something different.
yeah, definitely. And on that note too, anybody who listening to this and may have any type of information to offer, especially on the topic, you can either get with us during the show. Feel free to put your input in, or hit us on the back end too and become part of it. Um, because I think that information, like I said, is gonna be fruitful and powerful, and something that different people can benefit from. I
I
think
heard
everybody
somebody
can.
say, I heard somebody say that they look forward to our conversations. Like they're all in our community and they're listening to the back and forths and the disagreements and all the stuff that keeps us glued to our YouTube app. But they're also looking for us. And when I found out that people were checking for the Word, Kalani Management, Nate the Great, I was like, all right, then. We
Yeah,
got this. We got this.
somebody checking for me, I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Somebody checking for me. I'm like, dang, man, you
Yeah,
know what I'm
somebody
saying? Because
doing
I'm
that.
thinking analysis, marketing, advertising, promotion, structure, mindset. These aren't things that a lot of people in our community are interested in, but they are. And then when my mother and your mother, when my mom called me on the back end and she was like, I really like what you and the Word are doing. And then, when I see Miss Diva, liking what we're doing, that means a lot.
Yeah, I think Yeah. If
My
somebody,
mom watches our shows. You know what I'm saying?
that's what's up. I appreciate that. Cause you know I rock. That's what I do. I do it for people, hopefully, who looking for the information. So if somebody looking for it, I appreciate that. Especially specifically looking for me. That's appreciated.
Yeah,
But
when my mom told me I like the way you and the word contrast and Nate. And then when I see Miss Diva come up here and show me some love, at the beginning, I'm just like, oh, that's what's up. We could do this. We could do this.
I mean, I think the content we put out, like I said, I think is beneficial.
It's
Um,
different. It's
it's
definitely different.
different, definitely different. And that's the unique thing because we all different.
But if
It's like
somebody comes and try, what I like about it is the dynamic. If somebody tries to come and mess up our cha-cha, here's Nate the Great, what I'm saying, with a eulogy for you immediately, like real fast. What I'm saying? We don't allow things to fester in our building community. Shout out to Nate the Great, man. Sub up to Nate the Great if you haven't.
yeah, definitely. But yeah, and if we missing an elder, please feel free to hit the link. Uh, but yeah, this is for the old school, because we do appreciate y'all. Because
Shout out to
like I said,
Pops.
and what we need, and like I said, this is how I always felt. I felt the elders were there to guide us, not to necessarily lead us, but to guide us. Nate, what up, bro?
What up, Nate?
What's going on?
I just had to make sure
Showing
that was you.
appreciation to the elders, all the elders.
What's up, man?
I'm full. I just got finished eating that chicken and salad.
Hey, you know what I was tripping on, Nate? Is that people are checking for us, and I thought that our content was different. You know what I'm saying, in the community, because we're positive, we're nice, we have zero tolerance for trolls, and I thought that it would be harder for us to build, but nope. Especially with you giving eulogies when it happens, nope. We just gonna keep on pushing. Shout to
Yeah,
you,
that's all.
being an elder.
I ain't nowhere near elder. I can't give respect to the elders. And as far as the eulogies is concerned, they about to get worse.
Mhm.
I made it adamant this morning when I did that live. So yeah, yeah.
Hey, could you touch on that? Is it because we're getting bigger, Nate?
No, it's not that. The main thing is I just don't tolerate no type of disrespect.
You think that the
Especially
disrespect, I'm asking, do you think that the disrespect comes because we're getting larger, more people are starting to check us out consistently? Do you think that's why? For our replay
nope.
supporters.
Nope. The problem is, like I said this morning, just pure ignorance and hate. Some people don't have nothing that they can relate to outside of here. Some people really don't have nothing going on in their actual time. But they'll try to come and mess up a positive build. So that's one thing you always got to be mindful of. You don't let that stop you neither. So I refuse to let any type of negative stop my mission. So,
Hey.
and I don't think nobody should either. So,
I feel you. I feel you. I mean, I noticed that when success happens, that's when opposition happens. And I hope that we have shows on this. Like when you're growing, when you don't have 1,000 subscribers, you don't have 4,000 watch hours, you're going to go through a lot just to get to that place. But once you get to that place, then it's a whole different dynamic. But you still have to like get there. And I appreciate people like the word, myself, you, for real. Like it don't matter, what I'm saying? We pushing our content, but if you try to disrupt our content, we have structures set in place to take care of those things. Cause you ain't playing no games, man, when it comes to the trolls.
I'm just not playing games with people, period. Forget trolls. Not when it comes to things that really need to be attacked. So I ain't got time for all of that peanut butter and jelly rhetoric that everybody else is going through. I don't care about who's sleeping with who. I don't care who did what to who. That shit is garbage. Sorry.
But subscribe, you know what I noticed though? Subscribers and supporters care.
Well,
That's
some
them.
people care about that. And listen, they
It's
care about
content
that. That's
creators for
on them.
that. Right. My bad. But shit, it's content creators for them. But we gonna get back to the elders. Go ahead, Nate. Do your thing, bro.
Nah, I mean, and I'm gonna say this too for the elders who are coming on here to build. You know, whether it's amongst this collective or not, just make sure you got the right people around you. And shoot, still do what you feel is bringing something to the forefront, whether it be knowledge and education or whatever. Don't let nobody stop you. And also make sure you do have good moderators around you too, because you're
Man,
gonna have the ignorance that'll peep into your chat. So
man, I'm so with you on that one. That's what I've been looking at in my notes, y'all. Like good moderators, our group, our collective, the people that rock with the word, Nate the Great, Kalani Management, they really, really do. And we want to be channels that people invite to their channel. That's the way I'm looking at our collective. Like, I think we want to be people that you invite us to your channel. And if we can show that throughout the months, weeks, years, I think that we're doing our due diligence to help YouTube. Because we ain't hating on nobody. We ain't hating on nobody, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't hating on you. But we'll give you the business. We'll give you the business.
Man, ain't nobody think about that. I'm like, hey, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. I treat this shit just like the real street. I stay on my block and do my thing with my people. I don't worry about nobody else. As long as they don't come around here, we good. You know what I'm saying? Leave our neighborhood alone, we good. We do our business, but that's what we focus on. Our business. I don't care what people doing on their block. Have fun and enjoy. You know, that ain't got nothing to do with me. What got something to do with me is pumping this information out to the people who come in here and listen to it. If new people want to come, as long as they be respectful, come in, come and stay, come and listen. It don't matter. Just hit the like button, but just come and be respectful. Other than that, I'm good. You know, I ain't gotta tell nobody what I'm gonna do. Just don't come over here doing it. You don't get to see it. You feel me? Yeah. Yeah, I treat that shit just like the street. You don't gotta know what's in my pocket. Just know something in my pocket.
now I want you to know you can something in my pocket. So you can stay the fuck clear away from it. Stay away from it.
A collective like this, man, I look forward to as we grow and get bigger and have more subscribers and supporters. I look forward to like people coming into the channels because I see people like you, Nate, and Realist. I see people like y'all like not even playing games. So JC family, Juju, Platty, man, yeah, they're not playing when it comes to this particular collective. I love to be able to show
Okay,
YouTube that.
I want to ask one question because I'm not high, right? When I'm not high, my mind start racing. So I gotta ask you this: what is your intention? Like right now in this conversation, I gotta fuck with you, bro. I ain't high. 'Cause I'm trying to, I'm trying to see because you're making a point. You're getting to a point.
And mama, Don't worry, you raised a gangster. I'm a survivor.
No, I'm asking, am I the only one? I know I ain't true. I'm about to go smoke. Y'all fucking with me.
Hey, I'm with you, man. I got that Cali right now.
But it gotta be. It's the detention. I don't know. I just feel like it's a PSA message being put out. So I don't know. Am I tripping? I
Nah,
told y'all that my brain. I'm telling you, bro. My brain worked funny. It's like I add everything. Bro. It's like it's repetition. I start counting things. Like when I see something, then I start counting how many times it's done.
Hey,
And after
would you explain to the replay supporters why numbers are so important? It's because their words, people, all that shit, they lie, they deceive, they turn. But the one thing that never changes is the numbers.
the
Numbers
numbers,
don't lie.
nah, numbers don't lie. Oh, okay. I didn't mean to put you on the spot or nothing, bro. I'm just telling you, it's like when I'm not high, my brain is like my brain work differently. Not even my brain. It's like I need to know like quicker, you know. So then I guess I'm more blunt when I'm not buzzing or something. Uh, but now I'm intrigued.
man, I just stood up here to show the proper level of respect to all the elders in the community who are actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. The real
Salute.
ones who are actually doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Shout out
I
to
don't know
Papa
about
Will.
I don't know about everybody else though. Scalp hurt.
Shout out to Papa Will, man. Shout out to Papa Will because I'm telling you, man, without Pops, there would be no the Y2K show. There would be no Kalani management. What you crinkling, bruh?
My bad.
You rolling up that
I thought I
weed,
was,
huh?
no, I thought it was on mute. I thought I hit mute. Go ahead.
Nah, man.
No, I was just saying that shout out to the elders, man, like Papa Will, the Y2K show that made it possible for young people, even though I'm like 50 something. But Pops made it possible for people like me to come up here and get with the collective of people like The Word and Nate the Great. And you know, one of the greatest books, and The Word has touched on it, y'all. He said one of the greatest books you can read, along with the Bible, the 48 laws of power, the Quran, also was Think and Grow Rich. And one of the things that I got out of Think and Grow Rich was the mastermind group. And you'll get to that chapter. And the thing about the mastermind group is that, you know, whatever one leader was deficient in, there was another leader that was great at that. And when you read The Art of War, the 48 Laws of Power, you know, Think and Grow Rich, Rich Man, Poor Man, and the Bible, and you read all of those things in continuity, then you'll see how the Word, Nate the Great, and myself, Papa Will, how we're thinking. And in our community, because we're in a community of roasters, it's kind of hard to get that information because we roasting all the time. But we're providing a light in a dark place, in my opinion, because we can go dark when roasting.
I want to say this.
Well,
I ain't part of. Hold on, let
I'm
me
not
real
part of
quick.
no community. I'm not
Let
part
me,
of no community or no. I'm not part of no roasting community. I just know how to roast. There's a difference. Get it right,
let,
Kylani. I still respect you though. Still respect you what you're saying though.
I was about to say I'm part of the solution. That's what I'm a part of. If it ain't the solution, I don't want to deal with it. You know, I ain't roasting. I ain't doing none of that. I came here to drop info and to get info, and I'm out. That's it, man. I ain't part of. Nah, I never even joined the game before, bro. I'm my own shit. I fucks with people, but at the end of the day, no, I don't put myself in no box. I'm unlimited. You know, everybody from anywhere is welcome. You know, like I said, just come with respect. That's all you got to do. And we kick it. We get info. And we get. Y'all know who Neely Fuller is, right? I'm a true advocate of his teachings. You know, I just don't use it for just black people. I just use it for people in general. If I can't build with you, meaning if we can't have conversations where um, it's positive, then it's no point in me dealing with you. I get no benefit from it, so I'm not interested. That's just the type of person I am, bro. In real life, like if I don't feel like neither one of us can benefit out of interaction, I don't bother people. I'm not
Hey,
even
what?
interested in
I
talking to
like
people.
that. Hey, the realist, the realist. Hey, I like that title. He said no titles, just some real niggas talking real shit. Go ahead.
Now, because I could tell you this right now, again, I've been saying that from the beginning. I'm not part of no community. I rolled through a bunch of communities, but I'm in my own section and I'm building amongst good people, and that's the most important thing. So,
I'm part of the solution, bro. You want to put me somewhere? Put me right there. I ain't gonna sit here and cry
Miss
and talk
Lana, are
about
you
shit.
trying to come up here? Are you trying to come up here and chop it up with
How
us?
you block? Are you ain't blocked from my stream yard, Lana? Hold on. No, you shouldn't be blocked.
Cause you cool,
Well,
Lana.
Lana, you're not blocked. Is this? I
Hey,
think it's
Lovey, come up here.
no. Lana ain't blocked.
Juju, come up here. Platty, come up here. James, come up here. Realist, come up here.
Yeah, but we definitely paying homage to the ancestors though. Um,
Salute to
and
Big
like
Pop.
and just like Nick said, you know, if you coming in this, just like anybody though, not just the elders, but anybody coming in this, just put yourself around the type of people that your content is based on, and grow from there. You know, I say it like that. If you doing positive content, put yourself around the positive people. Um,
Hey, I will say this about positive content, y'all, because I'm Katlani Management, the Y2K show. I'm all in the positive sector. But man, check this out, y'all. Bruh, people like stuff. They like mess. They like, you know, they like controversy, you know what I'm saying? And when you're a positive channel, it just takes longer. It's gonna take me longer to get to where, like I don't have eulogies on my
the
channel.
thing,
You
I,
know what I'm
I say
saying?
it,
Like I don't
I
have
say
it.
it, I say it like this though. In life in general, right? In life in general, you put yourself around and do things that benefit you. When you like, for me, I'm a positive content creator. So for me to put mess or beef or any of that on my channel, that's asinine. It'll be uh, to me, it'll be asinine for me because this is my way of thinking.
Yeah, I
That's the
feel the
type of
same way
people.
about myself, but that's why I'm loving
But no, hold on,
people
hold on, hold
like
on, hold on,
Nate.
hold on.
Oh,
Right,
excuse me.
right. But hold
Excuse
on.
me. I'm
Let me
sorry.
finish the bill. But because when you make stuff like that, that's who comes see it. So if I'm spitting positive content, I don't want messy people in the chat. So I'd rather have 10, 20 versus 300 because that's what the content is for. You gotta, me, like I was always told when I was younger, what is your why? And once I figured out my why, and you begin to define it, and I'm not willing to go against my morals and goals and values. I wouldn't do something, anything I wouldn't do for money, or anything I do for money. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna do it for free. Meaning you can't buy me. I don't care about a click or a view. If I get 1,000 people in here because I'm going off on somebody, I'm straight. That's not who I am. Not if that's what you are and that's what you do. That's good. Do your thing. I'd rather build slow and get the quality people versus build fast and have a quantity. But what is that quantity? So when I start doing my positive stuff, uh, I have 4 or 5 people in the chat with over 3,000 subscribers. I'm straight. No, I'm straight.
Ah, shit. Give me a minute. I'll drop down real quick. I knew he was about to do some shit. Yeah, I'm still dog sitting until I got a couple hours left, y'all. Pray for me.
Hey, we praying for you. We praying for you. Hey, man. Man, shout out to the elders that paved the way for people like the Word, Nate the Great, and myself to be able to do this, to disseminate this information. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. Thank you for all the people that hit the like button, man. All of our day one supporters from the time that the Word started this podcast until now. Right on for those people that are growing with us, because we're learning a lot as we're growing, like learning a lot. I am the Word. I'm learning a whole lot growing with this collective here.
Any anything you do, like me personally, even like this, I'm still learning so much, and I'm blessed to have people like y'all. Don't know, like Juju and her husband JC family. They look out. People, Liz looked out. Nate looked out. You and Pops looked out. Y'all all showing and teaching me realists definitely. Like realists be typing shit in the chat, and I trust me, bro. I be on it. I be paying attention too, bro. Because anything you do in life, you should learn, no matter how old you are. And that's why I appreciate people like Miss April, because Miss April will tell you in a minute that she done learned something, or she ain't afraid to admit, she made a mistake and go back and correct her mistake. And to see an elder
I
that,
like the bill between I like the bill between, just as a content creator observing other content creators. I like the bill between Papa Will and April Showers. Also, Lana, Laura Lala, her and Pops a year ago was supposed to do a cooking show. So I'm looking at the development of that. Miss Lala, she goes through ups and downs and all of these different things in our community, but she stays consistent. She's still with us, and her and Pop, I've been wanting to see this type of show, cooking show, for I don't know 8-9 months. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm looking at people like Lovey, who I'm just meeting. And I'm like, damn, man, Lovey is the Bay. She is the Bay. You tune into any of her shows, that's the Bay Area, man. That's how we do it, man. How she talks, acts, works, everything. That's all Bay. And I support her as an elder for future content creators, that are from where we from, because it's hard to describe. It's hard to describe sometimes. Like the way we do things in California is just not the way it's done in New York, St. Louis, uh, Chicago. Just the way we do it in the Bay is just so different. I digress.
oh no, you good, bro. No, it's different everywhere, and that's why I say, I mean, even like coming on here, like interacting with people, even like I see, there's people from like even where I'm from, right? Like I'm from the east side of Detroit, and like just growing up, the west side of Detroit was different. From the east side, like The East Side, we more grimy, right? Like Timberlands and Carhartt coats, and we got like all the Roughnecks. The West Side, they had the flashy people, you know. So even like those dynamics, then coming on here and just seeing how different people are, like, New York got a big representation on it. So seeing how different people from New York are on here, from the different boroughs. Cole, what up?
What's up, Cole?
From the different boroughs, that's always interesting. And that's why I say it's so important to get with these elders, because these
Thank you.
elders, they're from different areas, they from different time periods. And like I said, just being in, all that experience is different,
Well,
it's
I jumped
unique.
on this thing. That's why I jumped on this thing because if it wasn't for Big Papa Will, there would be no Y2K Associates or the Y2K show. There would be none of that, none of that. And
And
I love this show because of that. And I had to jump on first just to let it be known how much I respect the elders. Somebody that we all know, Big Papa Will, man, like that's my guy.
we all got love for Big Pop, and I appreciate him. I mean, because like even talking to him and different things from different time periods he experienced. Like you go from talking about like sagging pants to wearing tight pants. He can take you through, the time periods and that's kind of dope. Uh, and I think, I mean, just getting a perspective and understanding of what was done back then compared to what they and how they say it today. 'Cause, a lot of this stuff that's going on, these elders have seen it 2 or 3 times already. Uh, like almost anything you talk about the school shootings, they can tell you about a school shooting back in the '90s or back in the '80s. That's how my uncle was just doing. I'm like, dang, they was doing it back then, and it's crazy. You know, like even when you was talking about the phone, how they can take you through what was happening when this phone type of phone came out, what was going on when this type of phone, and you can almost see why um, the object progressed the way it did by them
Fact.
explaining what was going on through that time period. So that's how I be breaking it down when they be telling me. Even with the TVs and stuff, you hear about the main events that happened during that time period. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of crazy. It's like going through a time machine, and that's what I'm saying. You can get so much wisdom and knowledge, and if you, this is what it was supposed to be done anyway. Back in the day, how do you think our history was told to us? By speaking to the elders and they telling you where you came from. They telling you the stories when they was little kids. I used to sit with my mother-in-law and my father-in-law, and they'd tell me about Iraq, back in the '80s and the '70s, and it was crazy. How they went to Egypt and got married, and they went to Egypt, got married, and then came to America. So just hearing the story about what was going on during the time they came over here is always interesting.
You know what I like about my mom and your mom?
What?
I like the fact that they accentuate our positives and work to decrease our negatives.
Mm,
I could say that about your mother and mine. Like, like whatever deficiencies I have or whatever problems I might have, they don't spend their lives browbeating me about it. They just want me to get better. I mean, my mom wants me to get better. Your mother wants you to get better. And there's no other conversation except be better than you was yesterday. And when you grow up like that, you understand that everybody that you associate with ain't like that. Some people's mom and dad don't care about them. They got so many divisions and stuff like that. But when you got good structure, when you got a good foundation, that's when you're able to make some things happen in a positive and healthy way.
and that's why it's important to pay homage. to show appreciation because, like you said, some people don't have it, and that's why I always say with a lot of things, I'm blessed. You know, I know I'm
They call
fortunate.
me
I
a
know
mama's
I'm
boy.
lucky.
They call me a mama's boy. But you know what I'm saying? It's like my dad and my mom, but you know, I love my mama, you know what I'm saying? But my dad though, he don't play no games. He doesn't repeat himself. He only has to say something once all my life. And I'm like, okay, that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. My dad doesn't have to repeat himself in our house. And I got 4 brothers. So it's like, man, why is it like that here? But at my own house, I got to repeat myself, explain myself in the beginning. I don't have to do that now, but back in the old days, I had to explain myself and, all this stuff. But my father, he don't play no games. None. He only says it one time. My
That's
mama,
it.
one time.
I was about to say to that. Do that bother you when people call you a mama? They call me a mama's boy. I don't
They
even
call me
care.
a mama's boy. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
Ain't
It,
nothing
it was
wrong with that.
bother. It bothered me at first word. It bothered me. It bothered
And like I tell people, I'm a mama's boy. Touch my mama and see how much
me.
of
Yeah,
a
touch my
boy
mama.
I
Yeah, hey,
am.
man, my
You will
mama,
find out
man.
how much of a boy I am. Touch my
My
mama.
mama.
I go nuts,
Oh
man.
man, I'm sorry. But then I started saying word like, okay, I know it's cliche when I get the poetry award one day, the poetry of the year award goes to Seven the Poet from Kalani Management. Then the first thing I'm gonna say is I want to thank God and I want to thank my mama.
Ain't
And
nothing
then
wrong with
people think that's cliche, but I mean that. I mean that. You know what I'm saying?
that.
Like
I
when
mean,
it happens for me, I mean that. Like, man, if it wasn't for my mama and my dad, my brothers, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't be where I am today. Thank you guys. You know what I'm saying?
respect to
Like,
the elders.
man, respect to the elders, man. Respect Big Papa Will, man. Big Papa Will was with me from day number 1 in 1999 till today.
Mm.
Salute to Big Papa Will. You know what I'm saying?
Salute, Papa. But yeah, definitely. Like I said, we don't sit down and ask the and talk to the elders. Just get the information from, older people love to talk, um, and to hear them stories, the experience. You can't uh, experience firsthand, but even having a secondhand knowledge, that's more than what you had before. So I always say, make sure you sit down and talk to the elders because that's how lineage and family history has always been passed down was through the elders telling you about. Imagine sitting with your grandmother learning about her grandmother. You know what I'm saying? How many of us do that?
First of all, how many of us have the privilege to do that? Go ahead,
Right.
Nick. Go ahead, Word.
But if you do, you should use that opportunity. Because that's 4 generations right there. Your mom,
And
your
we're the
grandmother,
last
her
ones left.
mom, her
We're the
grandmother.
last. Hey, would you tell them we're the last ones left? We're the
But,
last people to come from
but see,
rotary phones and black and white
is
televisions with
is
rabbit ears with aluminum foil on the
is
antenna
is deep.
to make it go. We're the last ones to go up on the roof and move around the antenna. We're the last ones. Our children's children are not going to be on the antenna, up on the roof, trying to move it around to get. They're just not going to do it. But we know what that's like. And I
That's
hope
not
that we
even.
can create a great message.
Yeah, I mean, but what the meat and potatoes is this. That's why a lot of people don't know who they are. And the information is right there. Ask your grandmother about her grandmother.
They didn't have the internet, they didn't have YouTube, they didn't have Rumble, they didn't have Facebook, they didn't have Instagram, they didn't have none of that.
You ain't got to depend on none of that. I'm talking about know who you are, your family history, where you come from, what are you called before you were called Negro. Almost anybody could have found that out before they was 10 if they would have asked their grandmother about their grandmother. All these questions that we have when we get older, we could have been had the answer when we was kids and grew up. That's how I know. That's the only reason I know. But I was exposed to it. But I'm saying you can get there with that. Ask your grandmother about her grandmother. You can learn who you are, where you come from. If your people came from slavery, you know, even if they didn't know your grandmother didn't know her grandmother, she knew her mother. You all the history that we read in books, you can get it from your family. They're right there. You know, ask your aunt about her grandmother. If you don't have your mom, ask your people about their grandmother, where they come
Shout
from.
out to the elders, man. Shout out to the elders for real, like paying homage to the OGs. Man, I I had to jump on here first because Papa Will, that dude, that dude, he didn't have to do nothing that he did for me and my family, for my children, for all these things. I know when you see Papa Will, he talking his talk, you know what I'm saying? He being Papa Will, but all the all that he's taught me, everything that I'm thinking, about marketing, advertising, promotions, strategy, what's in my mind, my heart, my soul, my spirit. Um, it was created by this man by repetitive uh, habits that he showed all the associates for the last 23 years. Shout out to the elders. Shout out to Nate the Great for taking you and me, word, all across this world, across the pond, to meet people. Not just the 48 continental United States, but all over the world. He's taken us there. And I appreciate him. I appreciate your knowledge. The fact that you're just a humble brother, man. But at the same time, as we grow, we're gonna meet some opposition. We're gonna meet some opposition because we're positive. We don't want to talk about nobody and all that stuff. So because of where we come up in, which is the roasting sector,
I don't come up in that shit.
where you don't, I mean, but the people that well, let me just say, the people that came up in this section of YouTube. Like,
and
this is
that's
a
fine.
section of roasting, talk shit. That's all we do.
Bro, that look, man, this is I know you seen facts over feelings came over here, right? Facts come on the show all the time. That me and Facts cool. And you know what? Me and Facts got this respect, right? Um he come over here, we talk about information, we drop wisdom for the people, jewels and gems they can take back. He speak from
I like
understanding the
facts.
special.
I like facts. I like facts. I
Bro,
like facts because he
hold on,
tells
hold on,
the
hold on, hold
truth.
on, hold on.
Hold
Right.
on, hold on.
Hold
I
on, bro.
like.
Hold on, bro. I know, but I'm building on it, bro. You stopped me in the middle of the point I was trying to make. But Facts come over here, and when I go to his channel, he doing his thing. I don't go over there like, hey, speak positive. I don't do none of that because it's respect. Sis do his thing. Sis do his thing. He do his Sunday
Shout out to
service is dope.
Sis. Shout out to
Shout out to
Sis.
Sid. Shout out to Facts. He do his Sunday service, which is dope. He got other intellectual properties, but he do his roast and stuff. But when he come over here, we got that mutual respect where we talk about information. It's just respect. I don't go over there on their channels and say speak positive. You know, And when they come, and when anybody who has blessed my panel, have it all, no matter what their genre was, they stick to the information. We build. They respect that. I mean, just because like most of the people who beef over there, a lot of them smart and intellectual, and they got other information on their pages. So when they do meet somebody who ain't in the beef sector, they don't usually go over there and beef with them. Like Sis deal with a lot of people who ain't from the beef sector, and when
I
they
like
come over,
Sis a lot. I like his
yeah,
content.
when they come over,
I
they
like
talk
him a
about
lot. You
information
know,
and
my,
intellect.
my thing about Sis, my thing about Sis, I got a lot of respect for him. But I told him, I said, hey, I know that, I don't want no smoke with you, Sis. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no smoke with Mr. Skinny. I don't want no smoke with none of the people that I came up with for the last 2 years. But I do want your subscribers and supporters to know that we're going to respect our growth. And that's another reason to shout out to the elders, because I've been in this community for 2 years. 2 years. I almost got 800 subscribers. And even though all 800 subscribers are not in my chat, when I talk to the new supporters and new subscribers, it's different. I can honestly say that, hey, the reason that you don't see everybody is because of the beef or the roast sector. That's why they threw me out. They was like, hey man, Kalani management, you got 700 something subscribers, man. But the reason that we not all there is because, hey, we be beefing and we don't want you in that. And I respect everybody in my community for that, man. Even though you don't see it on my channel, you don't see it. You don't see it. You don't see all 700 people, but it's because you, Word, Nate, myself, we're moving. And now we got new people.
Yeah, I was about yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't even like me personally, bro. Like I said, it's just respect. You respect people, and even if you everything is a choice too. You know, um, I tell people don't open yourself up to things you don't want. You know what I'm saying? Is if you don't want to be in the beef, don't put yourself in it. A lot of people they put themselves in it. So I mean, me personally, I don't do none of that. Like I said, if I go over to their page and watch their content and support, hit the like. Um, I don't put nothing in the comments. I don't have to. I don't need. I don't share my opinion. Everybody got an opinion, but everybody get a butthole too. But if I do share it, expect if I get in it, I'm in it. You know, and it is what it is. I mean, so I don't expose myself to all that. Even like I got man, y'all just don't know. I put my email up there, man. Even my IG now, people hit my IG. So it is what it is. People say what they want, and it's cool. People got their opinion. I even found like I don't even know some of the people. Um, they feel some type of way. Like I said, I don't know you. We don't have an experience to one another, so I ain't got nothing to say to you. Say what you want. It is what it is. I'm not about to go out. This is what I do. You know, and the moment I get away from it, they win. That's how I feel. So continue to make my boring content. Get my 12 people come check me out, listen to it. Get my emails from the people I actually reach and help. That's what's important. Everybody come on here for a different reason. I don't come on here for attention. I come over here to share information with people. When I say build, that's what I mean. We go share information. You help build me up, I help build you up. I'm willing to do that. We turn it off. I don't have to get in people's personal lives. If people want to share or want my insight on something, I'm willing to do that. That's why we got the Discord too. You ain't got to do it on here. I don't try to make content out of people. I don't use people to make content. I am the content. Most of the time, the things we talk
Hey, would
about
you
is
say
me.
that one more time for the people in the back? I'm not trying to make content. I am the content.
I am the
And
content.
the
I
reason that I
mean,
say that is because Papa Will, I'm trying to, I'm talking to him right now. I'm trying to like get him to come up here. But the thing is, when somebody said to Pop like a couple years ago, he was like, Pops, what you need to do is you need to get with us and you need to do what we're doing. And then Pop was like, man, you trying to talk about you're a big idea. We're a big idea at Y2K Associates and the Y2K show. We're a big idea. You know what I'm saying?
see, this is why I do what I do. This is right here. What Lana just said. Hold on. Lana just said, and guess what? I'm learning that manifesting and listening, being around positive people, are more beneficial than supposed friends. Yeah, it hurts, but I'm listening and learning. This is why I do what I do, because there's actually people out there listening, and they might have a question. And when I come on here and talk, a lot of times people tell me I gave them the answer to their question. I got, man, shout out Vegan Kitty. Y'all just don't know the people who be hitting me up, not even on here. Like, I be having questions, right? And I just said this to her today. She always send me something to IG, like, check this out. You seen this? And she sent me something today. And I had a question. And when I opened it and I'm watching the clip she sent me, I'm like, damn, this is the answer I need. This is what I was looking for. It was more of a confirmation. And it was about even me doing this, you know. Um, like I said, I don't do it for the clicks and views. I really don't. But this is what I realized. See, this is why even Dominique Blue, shout out to Dominique Blue. She told me that I'm a master at a lot of things. I mean, she did a numbers reading, said I was a master. But my one problem is I don't have the finances. But my wife, that's what her numbers lined up to was the finances. So as long as I listen to my wife when it comes to money, no matter what I do, I'll be prosperous in it. So my wife thinks it's important for me to get the clicks and views because when I said it wasn't important, I don't care. I just need one or two people listening to me, and I can do it, and I'm fine. She told me, but the more clicks and views you get, the more people you can reach, and ain't that the purpose of reaching people? And I'm like, damn, you're right. So that's why I care about the clicks and views now. But other than that, I don't care. I don't care if I get. I don't want that many people in my chat. Honestly, then I can't read it. I can barely see it as it is. So if we get 200-300 people in here and the shit scrolled up and down, I'm talking to the people. I'm building with the people. That's what I'm doing. I mean, I know why people come on here. I don't care though why people come on here. I really don't. I don't care why nobody does anything. That's none of my business. I have to focus on me and why I do what I do. And the people who doing what they do, as long as we cool and I'm rocking with them, I'm gonna support them. So I'm gonna worry about them. If they tell me this is how they structured and this is how they work, I'm gonna support the way they do it. I don't expect them to do it the way I do, and I don't
If I
expect them.
may, if I
Uh,
may, if I may, I just want to say that, the people that come into our collective in the future, and this is for our replay supporters. It's not even for the people right now. Thank you to the 11 people, the 22 likes, but it's not about that. 4 or 5 years from now, when our new subscribers 4 or 5 years from now go back and they look at our videos, they'll know how we built and how we kept it 1,000 with each other And that's the best confirmation.
Appreciate you, Dubs. And I'll be honest with you. Right what Lana just said. She said, by the way, word. I'm sorry, Lana. I know you don't like this, but I appreciate you, sis. By the way, word. I've learned a lot from you on your perspective, your honesty, and you admitting to still growing, etc. If it was just me and Lana in here, I'd be talking for 2 hours. As long as I know somebody listening to me, I'll talk. That's all I'm doing. And that's why I say I don't come on here bothering nobody, getting in nobody's way, none of that. I go say what up to people every now and then if they talking about something that interests me. Um, I'm learning to like. I don't really hit panels. You don't see me. You see me on your show. You see me on Nate. I hit.
I don't see you on
And
my show, but I will say
when you
this.
drop the
I will,
when you drop the
I,
link, I'm always up
well,
there
I will say this.
hustling.
I didn't know. I thought that if I, put Rich, or I put Dubs, or I put Lana, or I put Lovey, or I put these people in the chat, I thought that when I go live, they would see it. And that's why I've been asking that same question. Like, bro, when I put you in with Lovey, when I put you in my live, are you seeing that?
See, only way I think you see it, well, only way I see it if I go, because I don't be on my laptop neither. So everything always, like, as soon as I turned it on, I had all these notifications going off on my laptop. But on my phone, only time I see it is when I hit notification, and then I see you tag me. And so I had people, I just learned how to do that. That's how I found out. I'm like, who the hell is this person? It's people, yeah. Some of it I ain't even look at. Like I don't even know you. So yeah, kick rocks. But nah, that's the only time I see it if I get notification. But the only time I see you live, like I said, if I scroll, like when I open the YouTube app, it'll say you live, or if I go to subscriptions. Because Liz B, I used to always get. I don't know, maybe when they update YouTube and I got to go in my settings or something, because I'm not getting notifications. I used to get Liz B's notifications all the time. I don't even get it. But I look for. I got the notification bell on, so the only thing I got to do is hit subscription and it'll pop up. But I be looking more, and then like I said, a lot of times, um, like if I go on there, it's usually whoever I see first. I click on it and go in and support them, and then go down. Then the baby start crying, and yeah. That's the thing too. I got my daughter, man. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I thought y'all was okay. Notification, you subscribe, and look at you. What is you still doing up at 2 o'clock in the morning? Talking to my sister. Yeah, I be getting riches through IG. That's what I'm saying. Like if you're using the secondary thing, I think that's better because every time Rich go on, I get an IG. I get a message through IG when Rich go on. Yeah, because you probably got like two. I got over. I think I got right now over 200 notification bells on. That's probably why I probably got too many bells on. But I'll be trying to support everybody or as much people as I can when I see them. At least hit the like. Uh, I try to give them viewer time and then hit the like. But yeah, that's why I do it though, bro. So I mean, I don't really, everybody do everything. Like Tay was saying the other night, even in relationships, people like different things in life. So just because somebody likes something don't make them wrong. I just do. I just do it the way I do it. I just do YouTube the way I do it, and I like it the way it is. Um, so yeah, I don't need 300-400 people in my chat. I want uh, I want people who I can interact with who actually want to build. And everybody don't come on here for that promo. Everybody don't come on here to build. Some people come on here for the entertainment, like you said, the mess. Some people come on here for that. And if that's what they want, there's channels for that. Mine don't have to be one. Um, so no, I'm not interested in. I'm straight. That is a distraction, and I don't know, bro. I got other than this, like in real life, man, I got to know. I got kids running around. I got a 3-year old and a 3-month-old. I got enough drama right there, bro. I'm straight. I can't be thinking about nothing else. Uh, it's already hard enough to think about sometimes what to come on here and talk about. You know, like I said, I try to eventually, like when I get more subs, I get into deeper intellectual conversations. But right now, I still think that getting into it now, uh, I've there's a lot of people who open to it, but I think I'm warming people up to the concepts of different things and just the basic things like universal laws, like learning the universal laws. I think that's important. Like Lana, was saying, manifesting, putting yourself around the things you want. We know that, but it's not something that we're aware of. And then the benefits of it. So, um, yeah, I can't do it, Tay. That's a skill, the being able to like when I start like the school shooting just happened. Um, Seeing something like that and then looking on here, looking at the beach, I'll be like, "There's real shit going on." There's real life events that little kids, 3 little kids just lost their life, man. And we talking about what's where's the conversations that prevent these things from happening? Where's the conversations that bring awareness? Where's the conversations that bring solutions? I don't even like talking about stuff unless I got a solution for it. Because other than that, to me, it's like complaining. So why talk about it? Just to get more upset about it? Nah, I can't do it, me personally. That's why generally, anytime we talk about something, I always call them tools. It's some type of solution, and that's just one angle. And I just hope people, they see me take the initiative and they share ideas. You know, well, think about it like this, or I think like this can happen. I hope that my thought sparks another thought in another person and give us another angle on how to fix the situation. Um, I know, Rich. That shit sad. That shit crazy. Also, another rapper was killed today in Houston. In Houston, man. Houston taking L's, bro. What's that? Baby girl. I forget that female rapper. Um, then did Mo3 die in Houston? Um, Takeoff, and now another rapper. Yeah, especially for rappers. I ain't trying to be funny and that ain't no joke or nothing, but it's dangerous for rappers too, especially rappers. I mean, usually when a rapper go to a city, the city, appreciate them coming because they bring in money, revenue usually. Concerts or something, that mean the city getting paid. So us- usually they take care of them. Yeah, it was 3 young kids, BT, B Savage. Yeah, I never heard of him. But yeah, 3 kids and 3 adults died in that, along with the shooter, died in that school shooting. Rest in peace to them 6 people, and to the shooter, I guess. I mean, I don't want to be ignorant. That's crazy. Life in general. Um, that's why I say rest in peace to the shooter because life. I'm not condoning nothing the shooter did. I'm just saying a loss of life is still precious. Some way, somehow, I wish all that could have been prevented. Maybe if they, I don't know, maybe if she had help. I don't know if it was a he or a she. I know they said it was a transgender, but I don't know what was the beginning gender and what was the ending gender. So But maybe if that person could have got some help, all this would have been prevented. Evidently, something was wrong. You willing to take the lives of kids? Something ain't working right up there. You know, and the sad thing is they probably just wanted, what do they call it? Death by cop. Um, and did something stupid like that. That's usually what people do. Yeah, it was heartbreaking. Anytime you lose life um, for no reason, and then on top of that, it's children. Um, and that's what I'm saying. Like the elders, all of us don't make it to that age. Even the innocents, we don't make it to that age. That's why another reason why, especially when they exude what an elder should be, when they personify that, when they carry themselves, not only when they talk, but when they actually had a walk, when they lead by example. As an elder, this is why I say we should pay homage, because all of us don't live to get to that age, and to do it and to be showing character, um, morals, values, to display that at that age, and teach the younger generation by example. I think that's priceless. We need more of it. Yeah, James. You there, Kalani? Yeah, I can't hear you. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Um. No, is it just no? I can hear myself. Is it just me, y'all? No, hold on. Let me make sure my. Let me make sure I'm working.
But I cannot see. I'm legally blind. That's my story. I'm sticking to.
Oh, that's all you, bro. I heard that. That's all you. Yeah, that's all you. Yeah, that's you. I can't. You got your mic on mute? No, your mic ain't on mute. Is your mic plugged in? Make sure your mic, bro. I can't even see, so I can't read lips. You have to type it. I can't see. And you trying to get me? You hear the video? I can hear you, but not him. Huh? Okay. See, Lana says she can't hear you neither. So it ain't just me tripping. I was about to say I can barely see, and you telling me to read lips. Yeah, I don't know. Is it? I don't. Is it something on my end? You have to type it, bro. You keep, you keep trying. You keep trying to talk. Yeah, type it out. You about to dip. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end it if nobody else wanna hit the link. Um, yeah, I'm probably gonna end it, but I mean, he tells. I'm looking like, is he trying to get me to read his lips? I can't even see. I'm supposed to see that shit. Hey, bro, I had to put like a magnifying glass on his face just to see what his lips saying. Like, I can't see that. 9 soldiers at Fort Campbell lost their lives in 2 helicopter crashes last night. Rest in peace to the fallen soldier. Yeah, rest in peace, man. 9 soldiers, that's crazy. Oh, man. And that's what I'm saying. There's so much real stuff happening. Just for me personally, it's not beneficial for me to come on here and talk about anything else than what I'm talking about. At least something fruitful that people can use. I think I hear you. Say something, Kalani. No, I can't hear. I thought I heard a zip or something. Sneak peek of Lovey's World. Lovey going live in a minute, y'all. Make sure we go check out, stop by Lovey's and show her some love and support. She giving us a sneak peek of Lovey's World. Lovey, Nate or James, can you drop Lovey's link? Please drop Lovey's link in the chat. Lovey about to go live in a second. Make sure y'all hit that link. Subscribe if you're new to Lovey. Turn that notification bell on so when she go live, we can go over there and show her some love and support. Shout out to Lovey Star Beating. Yeah, I can't hear you, bro. I don't know. What did you do? Man, look and see if your mic plugged in, bro. I don't see how you can just go mute like that. Or take the mic out and just are you on a desktop or a laptop? Oh, I don't know what you saying, bro. I think he fucking with me now because he really think I can lip read. he fucking with me. Shout out to Lovey Star Beating. He ain't taking a necklace off for a whole year. That's what he said, I think. I'm gonna try to translate for him. This can be fun, y'all. Would you like to play a game? Papa Will, what up, brother? We was just throwing you flowers everywhere. The whole live stream is contaminated with flowers for Papa Will. What up, Pop? Shout out to the elder. Love You Start Beating. I ain't taking this off for a whole year. Custom creation by Love You Start Beating. Bay Area. I'm translating for him, y'all. You got to move your lips so it look like I'm translating. That's what I'm saying. Two times. Bay Area. That's where I'm from. Yeah. Love You Start Beating. Get yours. Custom made from the Bay Area. Am I translating right? Okay, I'll quit, bro. I don't know. Kalani done knocked his mic out and can't talk. I don't know what's wrong with him, Papa Will. You got to get him straightened up. I was trying to read his lips. I told you, I think I'm playing when I say I can't see, bro. I just man, you should see my shin, bro. I done read my floor is like the kitchen floor is like a white and marble color, like a white and grayish color. So my son got this white chair, and I can't see nothing like white. Like if you put something dark on dark, I can't see it. If you put something white on white, I can't see it. So he got this little chair, and I done ran into it probably about 6 or 7 times a day. My shin was bleeding. It looked like I'm in a kickboxing class again, trying to strengthen my shin. Like my shin was literally bleeding from walking into the damn chair. But definitely, I wanted to do this live just to bring more awareness to our elders because I feel like we should show them more appreciation. Let them know that we here for them. Let them know that we care. Let them know that we appreciate them and get that information because once it's gone, it's gone. There will be no other perspective like the elder. Everyone is unique and different. So their perspective along with their experience is unique. That's like a fingerprint. So getting that information, just understanding their way of perceiving things, I think is fruitful. So never miss those opportunities. We need to take more of them. Like I said, if you have an elder in your family, ask them about their grandma. Like I said, that's going back. They can go back 3 to 4 to 5 generations. You can learn more about yourself and where you come from and your people. And can't no book tell you what they can tell you. Because even that book is just perspective. It's just whoever wrote it is their perspective. That's what the book is. That's just fact. Any book you read is from someone's perspective. No matter if they got information from whoever, that's still their perspective on how they broke that information down. So why depend on that learning about yourself when you can just get it from a family member, a relative? You can now learn your direct lineage. You know, I think that's important that we all should do. Ask your elders about their grandparents. Like I said, that could take you anywhere from two to three to four generations down, back. That's during or sometimes it can be before slavery, depending on how old the person is. Um, well, past the slaves getting freed, you can go into slavery with some of them people, learning about their grandparents. Um, that's why I said that's important. Just getting that information and wisdom, and try. It gives you another way to look at things too. Talking to older people and look, because like I said, they can take you like talking to Papa Will. He done took me through generations of one thing. Just talking about the evolution of the phone, or when we was talking about pants sagging. Uh, from his perspective. Um, Growing up seeing it seeing it happen and seeing it evolve, that's unique. That's one of the perspectives I've never heard before. My pants our pants were sagging because our pockets was full. Makes sense. No one just ever kicked it like that though. um, so that's why I say it's always important to get this information and get this guidance, because they've been through things so many times. Like even relationships, you talk to somebody 60, 70, they done been through so many different types of relationships, some that worked, some that didn't, um, with friends, or romantically. So just hearing their stories is getting another perspective or insight. It might give you some insight on something that you may be currently going through. Um, I found that very useful, talking to, my older people. Um, like even talking to my dad, a lot of the things that I question, a lot of times it'd be the simplest thing he'd say to me sometimes. And I'd be like, damn, it is that simple. It's me complicating it, um, trying to overthink something or trying to think something is more than what it is when it just is, you know. Um, but he has that wisdom because he's been through it so many times. He just understands some things are just what they are. There's nothing more, nothing less. It just is what it is. You know. Um, so that's why I think it's important. And like I said, just it feels good when we feel appreciated. So why not do that for the people who paved the way for it? That's why I believe in paying homage. I pay homage to my ancestors and my elders as much as possible. As much as possible, I thank them because just them knowing that they sacrifices, especially our parents, our grandparents, the sacrifices they made. Just let them know you appreciate them, because a lot of us are living better than they are. You know. Uh, And the only reason we have the opportunities that we have is because of them. That's why I respect really all OGs. The stuff they had to go through and endure, uh, I don't have to because they did it. That's why I respect, mainly all the older people. I'm gonna respect the older person, you know. But elders do get that extra bit of respect because, like I said, sometimes you just got old fools. Yeah, people older than me acting younger than me. You know, so everybody don't get that title from me. It's reserved for those, like I said, who walk the walk and talk the talk. They earned it, they deserve it. So I'm gonna give them their flowers. I'm gonna respect the old fool too, but that goes, oh so far. Because I got to get some of that back. Even with the elders, Elder, you ain't got to worry about that. They will respect you back. They should. That's what I'm talking about. Not only walk it, talk it. There's a different behavior you get from an elder than you get from an old fool. Uh, so I guess you can call that standard. Um, if you have biological family, but not everyone does. Yeah, it's still a story there though, Lana. You know, even if you don't have the biological family, uh, I got cousins who were adopted. You know, and they might not know their biological history, but even then, if you grew up in a family of people raised you, that's part of your heritage. That's still part of your family. That's still history that you can learn. You know, I think that's still important because, like I said, these are the people who raised you. So not only biologically, but a reason you are who you are is because of the experience of being raised by 'em. So that's kind of your heritage too. So I will still get that story, you know, and it's history. You know, family is also um, family is just not biological because I'm close to a lot of people. I ain't gonna say a lot. I'm close to probably about 5 people who's not my blood, but I consider them blood. You know, and I still listen. Even like I said, yeah, I'm gonna tell my kids the stories of their grandmother and grandfather. Meaning my wife's mom and dad. I extracted more information out of them than my wife and her sister did. I know more about their childhood and their and their great grandmama than they do. I sat and talked to their mom and asked them all types of questions, and they was eager to tell me. It was her mom used to love telling me stories about growing up in Iraq. So I got those stories to tell my grandkids, even though their grandparents ain't here. You know, so I thought I wasn't even thinking of it like that. I'm just happy I did. Because it's stuff about her, my wife's mom and dad. It's stuff about them that my wife and her sister didn't know. When I talked to her mom's mother, she was amazed with like what I knew about not only her daughter but her. You know, uh, about her childhood. Her mom was telling me about her mother's childhood, so she was amazed that I even knew that information. So uh, it's important to talk to the older people. Um, like my grandmother didn't know about slavery until the movie Roots. My grandmother didn't know. She said none of her mom or her dad never talked about slavery. Said they only talked about working in a cotton field. Like she knew they worked in a cotton field, but she didn't know. My grandma was born in 1920, so slavery was over. But um, she just said her mother and father never talked about being slaves. They talked about working in the cotton field. So that was interesting. Um, but I would have never knew that if I never asked. That's what I'm saying. We don't. These are something that was something. This is the way our heritage used to get passed down within stories, but ultimately, the elders telling stories to the young people. You know, telling their story, their experience, their mothers and fathers' experiences, their mothers and fathers. You know, this is how the information of this is how we knew who we were, where we came from. Everything wasn't always written in books. It was told through story, and that's an art that we lost, and that's something that can't be rewritten in a book. The only way you steal that is to eliminate it. And that's what's slowly been happening because our generation ain't really interested in what happened back then. Unfortunately, um, we focused on what's happening now. But the problem with that is uh, the problems we have now started because of what started back then. The mistakes that was made back then. Now we live in the results of them, and we don't know how to fix them because a lot of us don't know how it started. That's just yeah, you true. No, you all right, Lana. Yeah, sometimes in some instances, you won't be able to get that information, and sometimes maybe you don't want that information. Maybe you just rather focus on creating your story, you know, for your offspring, and uh, it's different situations. It's a lot of variables. Like I said, I'm blessed, and I realize that in a lot of these departments, I'm blessed. You know, um, so I understand. That's why I say I'm always welcome to other perspectives, and I never shoot somebody else's experience down. Because like I said, I haven't experienced it in that case. Where you got toxic relations and no biological tree to start from, it sucks. That will suck. Um, so you feel more of what I'm saying because uh, if that's the case, then you can't do it. But it's people who can do it who don't do it. So I can see where it is like it really sucks. Not being able to do it and wanting to, and seeing people who can and don't. That's frustrating. Yeah, and that's what's important on is breaking that cycle. Um, that's what's important right there. Yeah, breaking that cycle. Like I said, like my dad and mom had me young. My dad went on to have 5 more kids. My mom went and had 3. Then they got back together. Um, but I didn't have one kid until I got married, and I had my kids when I got older. Um, my brother had kids out of wedlock by different women. I got one wife, and the mother of my children are from one woman. So I broke that cycle. Even though my brother came after me and didn't break it, I did. So that's what's important. When you experience something that's undesirable, uh, you have the opportunity to break that cycle. You know? So yeah, that's the important part. When you see something undesirable and you see a pattern within a family, be the one to break it. You know, that's what my dad did. He told me not to. He told me don't do what I do what I say. My dad he still say it at times. Don't do what I do what I say. And that's one of the things that I listened to. I didn't do what he did, but I did what he said. He told me to wait to have kids until I find the perfect woman. And that's what I did. I waited. So, um, but yeah, definitely. Um, well, yeah, I'll get a chance. Make sure you check out Miss April Showers too. 'Cause like I said, that's another elder in the community along with Papa Will. Miss Tracy. Uh, Miss Tracy is another elder. Like I said, I don't know everybody's age, and I don't want to, you know, disrespect or offend anyone. But we got a lot of great elders in our community. We got a lot of great OGs too on their way to be elders. So, and I say these people not only talk the talk, but they walk the walk. So that's what's appreciated. Uh, that's what's appreciated. Shout out to James. James is one of my elders, one of my OGs. Shout out to Cat Daddy. Uh, Cat Daddy, that's the sensei. Uh, and I think he's just a couple years older than me, but I bestowed that title upon Cat Daddy as elder. I aged him, so I put some age on him. Shout out to SS too. SS Gang. He made his way over here one time. Uh, what time is it too? He should be getting up soon. Being on, by the time he get up and get on, I'm getting off. But shout out to SS too. Uh, I don't know how old Les is, but definitely shout out to all the OGs. Shout out Miss 504. That's one of my OGs too. That's one of my elders. She pop off and talk her stuff, but she brings so much information and knowledge, especially from her own personal experience, what she been through and overcame. And that in itself is priceless. I know she touched my heart with the insight and understanding from her experiences. And I know she helped a lot of other people, who went through some of the same things that she overcame, giving them hope and giving them ways to get through it and go through it. So shout out Miss 504 too. There you go. We brought you out the bushes, Les. Yeah, Les. Are you an OG, Les? How old are you? Les probably like 41, 43. Les, you got an AARP card? If you get an AARP card, then you qualify for elder status. You automatically qualify for elder if you get an AARP card. I'm picking with you, Les. I give you an honorary badge. I give you an honorary elder badge. You 52 now, Les. You qualify, brother. Shout out to the other elder, Les. Appreciate you, bro. You know I appreciate you. I've been looking for some timestamps. I guess I ain't putting out good content, so I'm just picking with you, Les. I'm picking. No, I'm picking with you, Les. Yeah, you got another page, Les. You got another. I've seen something else popped up in my feed, and I swear I thought that was you playing music and everything. Yeah, shout out to Kalani Management. What is Mute Mike? Shout out to bro Kalani. Yeah, but that's what it is though. Definitely make sure we pay homage. And just it don't hurt to to tell the elders we appreciate them. It don't hurt because, like I said, a lot of them who do take the time out and not only give us the wisdom with words, but through the action, showing us and displaying us the grace and the wisdom and the patience that they can be something that we can inspire to. That's why I appreciate conversations with Cat Daddy and interactions with him because the patience and the wisdom. And this ain't an elder, but this is a queen, and she is in our circle, in our community. Shout out Tori. Tori, I was on her page earlier, and a situation happened, and I think she handled it with so much grace and class, and that's where I'm trying to be. So I hope if I ever encounter a situation, she gave me a good example, and of how it can and should be handled. So shout out to Tori. I think that was dope. Yes, I've been slacking. My old channel. Yeah, that's the one. That's it right there. Yeah. I was looking, I'm like, hold on, man, let's about to make me an intro. I want something like Edgar Allan Poe will come on and start spitting poetry too. You make me a beat like that, something that Edgar Allan Poe will start spitting poetry too, or Alfred Hitchcock. That's how I want my intro to come in. Liz B, what up, sis? Yeah, I was just showing some love to the elders, Liz. You got any elders you want to shout out? Yeah, y'all can shout out some elders in the chat too. Y'all ain't gotta come up. Show them elders some love. Oh, Tay says I'm gonna be missing tomorrow. I know we was talking about double streaming. When I said that, I didn't realize it was my anniversary. Um, so yeah, it's my anniversary like right now. So after I get off here, I gotta go rub some more feet. I'm like, you get your feet rubbed if it's an anniversary or not. She a brat. My wife is a brat. My daughter's a brat. My son is a brat. I'm the only one in the house that ain't spoiled. The damn dog spoiled. I'm the only one that don't get spoiled. But definitely, always, yeah, get that information from them too. Uh, definitely, important to get that information because, like I said, once it's gone, it's gone. It's no getting it back. Once they gone, it's gone. It was an old saying my uncle told me. When the elder dies, it's like a library burning up. You know. And I think that's significant because, like I said, just the experience and the perception, especially like I said, um, the character of the person comes into play, of course, but along with the character and the perspective and just the experience, that alone, that information is priceless. Because you're getting a raw understanding of a situation that may occur, and like I said, a lot of times. Um, you'll read something in a history book, but then you get a first-hand account and it's different. Oh my God, you know how frustrating that is, and how ignorant. Like when you just straight book smart and you talking about something that you read in a book to somebody that actually experienced it. That's how ignorant I was about a lot of things. Um, and you actually talk to somebody like, damn, for real? And then the older you get, the more information you begin to learn. And then the damn history book omit what it said before. That shit crazy. Like I seen that happen in a couple of things. Like even think about this, right? Um, Now in the history books, they trying to change slavery into indentured servitude. So imagine kids that's 3, 4 years old now, 30 years from now, it won't be called slavery. It'll be called indentured servitude. And then they talking to someone who learned it as slavery. Just the back and forth they gonna have because this book. Like I said, a lot of the experiences and information you can learn from an older person is more valuable than what's in that book. Way more valuable. Like reading about um, the riots that happened in Detroit in the 80s compared to talking to people who went through it and experienced it is totally different. Totally different. Yeah, dictionaries do change definitions. Thank you, Tay. I appreciate it. I'm about to have carpal tunnels in the morning rubbing my wife's feet. Oh, Les, I appreciate it. You know I'm gonna break you off something. But yeah, I want to. Yeah, I like. In dictionary from the '60s and look at one now. Yeah, like even just something. Um, oh yeah, I know they changed it. I already know they changed propaganda. Somebody just did a video on that. Or maybe that was something I seen on Instagram. But that word, it was like 7 or 8 different words. They had a dictionary from 1920, uh, and then they started looking at words from now, from 1920. It was like 8 or 9 words they was focused on. It was crazy. Um, you know how the definition changed. But see, that's why I say it's so important to learn the root words because, like, when you read and stuff, think about this. So if you're reading a book that was written before 1960, and they use the word propaganda, and then you read a book after that, using the same word, they got 2 different meanings within the story that they tell. That's the interesting thing. Um, so when we talking about things that happen and we use the term propaganda to someone who grew up in the 20s, 30s, and 40s, the meaning is different. Just having a conversation with them, we saying 2 different things, but we're using the same word. You see how words will trip people up, or this is why it's important to understand words. That's why, like, even I'm not even gonna get into that on the show, but there's a lot of words we used in the wrong context because the definition was changed. So our understanding, but uh, those definitions don't change when they come to like contract or law. A lot of words are different, and we use it, but when you use in the context of a contract, then it reverts back to the original meaning of the word. Did you know that? Did you? That's why people go to lawyers and stuff and get contracts and stuff written out because the verbiage in it. That's why I always tell people get a black law dictionary. Net sister, I hope you feel better. I meant to say that earlier. I apologize, Net. I hope you feel better. Yeah, poor birth. Yeah, yeah. See, yeah, that'll go over a lot of people's heads. Though. That whole conversation. You have to show them. I have to show them. When I get on my desktop, it's gonna be a whole different ball game. I'm on a Chromebook now, and um, I just think I can use my laptop. I guess I don't know why I don't use them. This is just more convenient because I got all my stuff on it already, like my email accounts and all that. My laptop is for like more business, like where I do my life insurance policies and stuff on. I just use this for streaming and stuff. But if I use my laptop, I can have more access to things. I can't put no thumb drive in this. If I can do that, I can show you a whole bunch of crazy stuff. But let me get my butt off here. I appreciate y'all coming rocking with me. Just remember, show the elders some love, some appreciation. I think we should do that more. Just let them know that we appreciate them, and talk to them. Learn them stories. I ain't gonna say learn. Get those stories, from them. Just take the time out and listen. You'll be amazed of the information you'll gain just by letting them talk and tell their story about their experiences in life, especially through the different decades. Get that information because, like I said, a lot of time people fail to learn from other people's experiences, uh, and I think that's just a missed opportunity because you don't have to go through something to learn from it. You can learn from other people's experiences, and sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes, yes, you do have to experience to learn, but why learn a lot of the harder lessons and take the consequences when somebody already did for you? You know, you can just listen and learn from them. That's how I look at it. You know, um, that's how I look at it. But oh, appreciate you, Les. Appreciate you. Appreciate you too, James. Two of the OGs. Uh, but y'all know what I say, man. Care about how you feel. Uh, and conversations build nations. And if I say anything that resonated with you, do me a favor. Um, hit that share button. Help me spread the word. But that's all I got. I won't be on tomorrow, but Saturday I should. Hopefully, if everything goes planned, we'll be doing a show, speaking to some parents of autistic kids, so we can learn more about. So we can not only learn about what the child goes through with autism, but the parents too. I think that's important because there's a lot of parents who are experiencing that now and don't know what to expect. So hearing perspectives and experiences from people who been through it, I think that'd be fruitful. I think it'd be hopeful and insightful. So make sure we tune in Saturday. Hopefully I can do it at like 10:30, 10 o'clock. I'm trying to get my sister on now. My nephew had all autism. He's 12 now. Like I said, the boy is an editing genius. Just understanding the experiences and hopefully we can give some insight and like I said, the new people who listen to it, maybe we can get them some hope um, that it gets better because I seen the progression in my nephew and I seen the progression in my sister, and, and it hurts. Being a big brother and having to watch because them like my babies. My sister's like my babies, so having to watch her go through that, it hurt me. But I know how strong she is, and it also gave me strength. Watching her go through it. So yeah, definitely Saturday. Um, and again, shout out to the OGs, Papa. Appreciate you.